Hi, I'm new here. What are the meal rates for students? My sister was here 3 years ago, but she told me that the rates might have gone up.
She's right. They've actually gone up each year. Only a little bit, mind you. But that adds up if your sister told you about our rates 3 years ago.
So how much is breakfast now?
It's $2.75. I think it was $2 3 years ago.
That's not so bad. How about lunch?
Lunch is $3.75.
Is dinner still $4?
No, but it didn't go up as much as the other meals. It's just 50 cents more now. Did your sister tell you about our meal plan?
She said something about it.
It's definitely the way to go. You can eat all meals during weekdays for just $50 per week. This gives you the flexibility of going out on the weekend and providing for yourself. But if you're not a social person, we also offer a full 7-day plan for $68. That's actually the most affordable.
Wow. I see that your breakfast hours are earlier than my sister told me.
That's what the students wanted. They were finding they couldn't make their 7:45 class unless we started to serve breakfast at 6:30. They just couldn't make it when we started serving at 7 a.m. Neither could they make it if they came after 9.
Your lunch hours are just as she told me. Hey! Dinner is also longer than it used to be.
Yeah, students asked to make that longer too. Now we go until 8:30 p.m. every night.
I like that too.
Which plan would you like to buy?
I'm just checking now. I'll think about it and come back later.
Oh, that's a great idea to go to the dance party tonight. But who can we ask? I know my wife can't come. She hates staying up late.
Well, we could ask Moritz and Sigrid.
No, I just talked to Sigrid, and he's flying to Berlin early tomorrow.
How about Moritz?
I'll call and ask. You want to ask Gary and Anna? They might like to go dancing with us. And I can ask Raymond. He's Irish. He loves to party.
Okay, and I'll ask Susanna. I think Moritz has a thing for her. And if she goes, you know she'll have to take Mary, too.
After making a bunch of calls, both Scott and Stephanie returned to exchange notes.
So how did it go? I called Moritz, and he said yes right away. I didn't mention anything about asking Susanna, though. He was just happy to go out.
That's great. Susanna wasn't too sure when I called her, but when I told her we were asking Moritz, she jumped and said yes. But get this, Mary didn't want to go.
Really?
Yeah, she was right there and everything. She just didn't want to go, but to have a rest.
Wow. And how about Gary and Anna?
Gary is coming, but Anna was feeling a little bit under the weather, and she said she wanted to go to bed early. You know, get some beauty sleep. These Spanish, always thinking about beauty.
That's all right. I couldn't get a hold of Raymond. His roommate told me that he has been out of the campus to the downtown with 2 friends.
Hey everyone! Can I get your attention, please? My name is Sean Price, and I want to tell you about a party we're having for friends and acquaintances this weekend. Some of you may have received invitations already, but I want to tell you about a couple of changes since we started handing those out. First, since so many people are coming now, we're not calling this a welcome party for new friends to Beijing anymore. We're just calling it a dance party. It will still be held on Saturday, May 25th, at 10:30 p.m. at Blue Jays, near the Workers' Stadium. But now we're planning on not ending at midnight, but going all night. Yeah, I know some of you will like that. Now, the thing that we think is special about this party is that the profits from the door money is not going to me or some bar owner. All door money will be donated to help children in the area. This means we'll be giving your door fee to help orphans or kids who need some kind of surgery or something. Yeah, I know, that's cool. Our DJ will be a good friend of mine from America, Cool Cliff. And another important thing, this is not by invitation only. The party is open to all. That means that you might get what looks like an invitation, but it's really just an announcement to help you remember the party and get there. So invite all your friends, come, and be ready to dance, drink beer, and have some fun.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sally Miller, and I'm here to offer you some advice on legal matters whilst you are studying at this university. Happily, most international students complete their courses without running into any serious legal problems. But if you do find yourself involved in a legal dispute of any kind, ask for help. There are two options. First, contact the students' union or welfare officer. Even if they cannot help you directly, they should be able to advise you where to go for help. The second possibility is to contact the Citizens Advice Bureau in your area. You can find them in the local telephone directory. They will be able to recommend a solicitor if you need one, and tell you if there is a local law centre providing free legal advice. They will also be able to tell you whether you can claim legal aid to help pay for any court and legal fees. Let me give you some basic information about the police. The police have the power to stop and search anyone who appears to be behaving in a suspicious manner. If you are arrested for any reason, even if you know it to be a wrong reason, remember a few very important things. 1. Don't be aggressive. 2. Do not try to bribe the police officer. 3. If you're arrested by plainclothes police officers, ask to see some form of identification. 4. Give your true name and address if the officer asks you to. Lying to the police is a criminal offence. 5. Do not sign any statement until you have received advice from a solicitor. There is always a solicitor on duty at every police station. 6. You will be entitled to make one telephone call. If you use this call to telephone a friend, urge your friend to contact someone from your university or from the Students' Union and get advice about what you should do next. If you find yourself in trouble with the police, it is very important to get professional advice. Contact any of the following: your university welfare officer, the Students' Union at your university, your local Citizens Advice Bureau, a local law centre. If you are found guilty of an offence, it could seriously damage your position as an international student, so be sure to ask for help as early in the process as possible. Remember, obey the local laws. The laws here may not be quite the same as in your own country. Here are a few examples of actions that are illegal here. It is against the law to possess offensive weapons. For example, knives, guns, chemical sprays used for personal defense. Even women are not allowed to carry sprays or other deterrents to protect themselves against possible assault, except for rape alarms. Possess or supply hard or soft drugs. Disturb the peace. This is called disorderly conduct. This means that you can be arrested for being too noisy or rowdy. A few words about drinking. In this country, it is perfectly acceptable for adults to drink alcohol in moderate amounts. For many people, drinking is an established part of their social life. Going out for a drink is how they relax or spend time with friends. If you go to a party or visit people at home in the evening, your host will probably offer you a drink. Often, a lot of university social life can revolve around drinking, especially for undergraduates. Do not be surprised if people arrange to meet in a bar, or if events are held in a pub. But you are not obliged to drink alcohol if you do not want to, even if you are in a pub or at a party where everyone else is drinking. You can always ask for a non-alcoholic drink instead. And if you feel uncomfortable going to places that serve alcohol, explain this to your friends. There are lots of other places where you can meet. If you do choose to drink, remember that you should never drive a motor vehicle after drinking alcohol. It is dangerous, and the police can impose serious penalties on you. Also, remember that being drunk in public is not acceptable either, and the police can arrest you for it. Drugs and alcohol can cause serious problems. Let me repeat that in this country it is illegal to use drugs, except under medical supervision. But if you do use illegal drugs and you develop a problem, there are organizations you can contact. Contact your student's union or your student counselor. Anyone over 18 years old can legally buy and consume alcoholic drinks in this country. But if you think you might be drinking too much, get help and advice from your student counselor or your doctor. Again, there are special organizations that can help you with drug and alcohol problems. Contact them.